Alright, we're here today to show you how to adjust and calibrate your wastegate properly. Now on our wastegates we include on some models 2 jam nuts, which notice are up above this part of the linkage on the shaft. We do this so that it allows for it to be adjusted. You're going to first off make sure that these 2 jam nuts are just tightened together, so that when I turn them, they'll adjust the wastegate. Now, lengthening this rod will decrease the boost. If I shorten the rod, the boost will increase. So if I'm wanting to increase boost, I'm simply going to turn this male end, so it goes into the female end here in a clockwise direction, just like I would tighten a bolt. And it will turn directly inside of this housing. So I can simply grab this and count the number of turns. Generally, you only adjust 1 turn at a time. So there's 6 sides of the nut, so I do 6 of those, and it equals 1 turn. So I do 1 full turn, and that generally will increase boost if I shorten the rod by about 3 psi. So if you don't have 2 jam nuts, you actually can grab this rod up here with a pair of vice grips. It can be turned. It's not recommended. That's not the way we recommend doing it. What we recommend doing is just turning this part of the linkage by putting a little screwdriver in, and hold your thumb over this to pop off this little E-clip, and these are easily lost. Don't lose that thing, or you'll be having to get a new one, and they're easily lost. They take off and they get easily lost. So notice it's still very tight. I can't just pull it off because this wastegate should always be preloaded, meaning if I pull it off, it's going to spring backward. To get this off, I mean, you can force it off, but you're not going to get it back on easily, and we don't recommend doing that. The way you get it off is you're going to undo this hose up here on the compressor housing. You're simply going to pull this off, and if you have an air compressor, you can use an air compressor, but only set the pressure at about 40 psi. If you hit it with 100 psi, you'll likely burst that diaphragm, and then you'll be having to buy a new actuator. So I'm going to do it with this. I normally pump it up with a pressure gun that we have, but I'm just going to show you as I add air, just so you can see. That's how it cycles the wastegate. And so I'm just going to cycle to remove pressure, and then it will pop right off the thing. And so as soon as you remove it, pressure comes off. Now this is the reason it wouldn't go. See how far this is how far it wants to retract. And in all honesty, that's a little bit tight. If you don't have a gun to set these, the easiest way to set them on our turbos to get about the 37, 38 psi of boost setting, or 38 to 40, is you want to put it so the edge of this, if you can show it down here, the edge of this is right even with the edge of that linkage, and that's where it naturally sits. Then to get it back on, you're going to have to blow air pressure through it. But before I do that, to adjust it, if I lengthen the rod, go counterclockwise, it's going to reduce the boost. If I tighten the rod, or shorten the rod, it's going to tighten the spring and increase boost. So again, about 1 turn at a time is what we want to adjust this. Now keep in mind, you'd always want the wastegate to be able to open slightly, at least probably 1/8 of an inch, very minimum 1/16 of an inch. You want it to cycle somewhat, even if you're getting tight, so that you always relieve pressure off that turbine when it needs. Alright, now to properly calibrate this, or the initial setup, again, you can do it by aligning those. This is kind of the layman's way of doing it, and it will get you about where you want to be. So it forms a figure 8 if, from the linkage to the pin. That'll get you pretty close. But if not, when we're setting these up in our shop, we actually use a gauge here, and we pump this thing up so it brings the linkage forward. Now, if you have a gun that you use, I'm going to let the pressure out, and I'm just going to show you. So we'll pump that up to the correct pressure and then set it on there. But if you have an air compressor, you could set it to about 40 psi, blow the air through, and it'll just cycle that thing up it'll cycle this up, and you can put it right on the linkage like that. And then when it's set on that linkage, you just squeeze it on with a pair of pliers like that, and then set your pin back on it. Now, again, we set those so so it slips on at about 38 psi. Now, if I were to pump this up and use my pressure for it, it should just start to crack at about 37, 38 psi is where it barely should start to relieve pressure on this and move. That's how you properly set those up. So I'm going to start pumping this up, watching our gauge here, and as soon as it cracks that thing, I'm going to be done. See, it started to move right there. That means the next pump is starting to move this. So I'm right where I want to be. See, it barely started moving that. So I'm good. I know I'm set up where I want to be, and that's how you set it. And the very last thing is putting this little E-clip on. Again, don't lose it. Very easy to lose. You put it on there, you grab a set of either needle nose or regular pliers, and it just snaps right on. Keep your finger on the thing, and that way you're set here, and then you're going to simply replace this hose onto the compressor housing, and you are all set.